All right, boys and girls, we are live and welcome to this brand new super duper episode and podcast on our StreamYard live. We are going live on Facebook as well as on YouTube. So today's discussion is somewhat something very, very simple and very, very easy to understand. Let me throw a banner in order to introduce all of you all to what it is that we're going to be talking about. Here is a beautiful statement that I'd like all of you all to read. A good friend knows all your stories. A best friend helped you create them. A good friend knows all your stories. A best friend helped you create them. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, today's discussion is all about friends. And friends are important, and we all know how important friends are. So, right after this immediate trailer, we'll be back to tell you what it is and how is it that we are going to connect with friends. Enjoy.
Colombo, are you really good with ideas but need help with expressing and presenting it to your team or an audience or a group of people, whatever you might call it? I have had these similar problems too. Sometimes we know what to say, how to say it, but the struggles to express it to an audience is tough to understand, and expression becomes almost impossible. I needed help. We need help. Practice, and most importantly, coaching. Now I am able to express myself. I am trying to master the skills of presentation, but perfection is a process and it's a journey. Anything to become a public speaker and to be confident is my game, and I like to do it. So do yourself a favor. Join me, click the link and sign up, and I shall be able to give you a free consultation on how we can go about the next step.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, mums, dads, uncles, aunties, and everybody who has a lot of love for our junior ICPians. ICP stands for Intensive Communications Program, and ICPians is a term that just simply evolved. I had nothing to do with it. So don't hesitate to hit that like button or the love button or throw out your emotions or keep sending us hearts, because we are connecting for the right purpose. We are here in order to inspire, motivate, and also entertain in the most right manner. Today's discussion is all about friends. Like I had shown you a banner just before this, a good friend knows all your stories, a best friend helped you create them. I'd like to invite a good friend of mine, and all the friends over here are super duper awesome. They are amazing, they are charming, they are kind, and they are supportive. So here is a supportive friend, Harindu. I'm sure, Harindu, you'd be able to unmute and tell us what your thoughts are on today's discussion. Over to you, Harindu.
Yeah, thank you. So friends are like family, but they are not related to us, and friends are a part of us. So with if we have good friends, our life will be better, and they will help us a lot. But what makes a good friend is the thing we need to talk about. So what makes a good friend is he must be loyal. So like if you tell him a secret and he tells it to everyone, he's not loyal and he's not a good friend. And a friend who tells you to do unnecessary stuff is not a good friend. So he must be with you at all times, like not with you, like in your decisions, and tell if it's correct or not. He or he must go with you in your pathway, and he must help you during your uh, work and stuff like that. So, and good friends talk with you a lot. Some friends, and a bad friend is he always takes advantage of you, but that's a bad friend. So if some friend is helping you and you are helping him, that's a good friendship, and that's the main part of a friendship. We must help each other, and making a good friend is finding a good friend is the best part. If you find a good friend, you will have a great friendship, and if you find a bad friend, I don't think it will be good for you and him as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Harindu, for expressing yourself on this very, very important topic. If you think that this topic is important and all of us should be in discussion, please nod your heads together with me in this fashion, because this is something that is very, very important. And if you are a viewer and you're listening to this amazing podcast series, I want you to make sure that you drop in a few comments about what you think about what Harindu had to share. What are your thoughts on what Harindu had to share? Harindu mentioned that finding a friend is the best part. If you find the wrong friend, you might have a bad relationship. If you find the right friend, you might do the good things together. Harindu, thank you very much for sharing with us. I would humbly ask you to leave the StreamYard right now and join us on our Facebook Live or on YouTube. And please comment and throw in your comments and suggestions, and we will pick you up over there in that discussion. Thank you very much, Harindu. For all our viewers, please be kind enough to send in some love for Harindu, who, thank you, who has been absolutely amazing to spend his valuable time with us on this amazing discussion of friends. I'd like to also call upon a very, very good friend of mine. Of course, everybody is a friend, and I don't get tired of saying this because each and every learner here is an absolutely amazing individual. That would be Atif. Atif, what are your thoughts on today's topic? And I would also like to throw a banner
My
while you're in
thoughts.
discussion. Yes, go ahead, Atif.
Okay, sir. Friendship is one of the treasures that anyone can possess. God gave us the right to choose friends because they will be with us forever. Our parents and siblings are loving us as they are our own blood. But a friend is someone who is initially a stranger. They take their place in our life above all the other relations. Friendship is nothing but true and pure love without expectations in return. No, a role of a friend is true friends always support each other, even during the hardest of times. A true friend is one who feels happy for our success and on the other hand who feels gloomy for our failures. A true friend may criticize also so that we may come out of our weakness. He may scold us if we do a mistake and guide the right path. That's why it is being said that true friendship is more precious than any gem in our life. Love from your friend will always be unconditional. They may expect nothing from us but shower their love always. A friendship is also a divine relationship. Pleasure by putting our efforts. But even then, life may remain dull without having someone to share our life with some true friends. It's natural that human being always tends to find emotional support and social life. In spite of having everything in life, we may remain in a vacuum. It happens only when we have no such good friend to share our small happiness in life. Friends are always there to listen to us unconditionally. There is no second chance for true friendship. Friendship will provide us with thousands of fun moments in life, which we may memorize in our old age. But side by side, with times, this relation may have moments of crisis. A misunderstanding may crop in and this amazing relationship may start weakly. Always be the first one to save the friendship. God forbid, if due to some unfavorable reason distance ever arises within this relation, we must not let our friend go. Hold this hold his hand and apologize for any mistake that there is nothing more pathetic in anyone's life than losing a true friend. Hmm. At last, I wish to say that a good friendship is very difficult to come across. Therefore, we should appreciate this divine relationship having based on understanding and feelings. We just need friends to live happily. Lasting friendships is a blessing for everyone. We don't need to pretend to be someone else when we don't need to be pretend to someone else when we spend time with our friends. They give us total freedom to be who we are in reality. We should always be grateful to people who make us happy. A true friend is one of the most precious possessions in anyone's life. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Atif, for your sharing on this beautiful topic, friends. You know, they say birds of a feather flock together. Tell me who your friends are, and I shall tell you who you are. If you have friends who are progressive, if you have friends who are supportive, if you have friends who are constructive, if you have friends who are empathetic, if you have friends who are courageous, if you have friends who are caring, if you have friends who are kind, you will be just like them. So it is also very important for us to know what type of friends we have and what type of friends we are trying to connect with and what type of friends we are trying to make. I also would like to add the thought, since we are all listening very keenly, if you are a friend to somebody, are you being the best of friends? Is also a very important question to ask yourself. To join us further in this discussion, um, Atif, that now that you have done your sharing, please be kind enough to log out of StreamYard and join us on our Facebook and YouTube and join us with our comments. And don't leave the discussion, don't leave us hanging because we are looking forward to seeing your comments.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Adif. On that note, I'd like to bring in Nitara, who is joining us on our Facebook Live and our YouTube Live over here on what her thoughts are about friendships. I'm sure the girls have a more keener idea about what friendship is all about. Nitara, please do share with us your thoughts about friends. Over to you, Nitara.
Hello everyone, my name is Nitaya Disanayaka. And friends, what are friends? Are they just random people? Or are they people we like? People ask many questions about that. But still, some have many differences. Friends, in my perspective, are the best thing that can happen in your life. Some of them might be different, but they're still kind. And they can help you with many problems like studies, stress, or even bigger problems like anxiety or depression. Uh, Friends are like gold. Everyone needs a companion in life. It could be your pet, your parents, your grandparents, anyone who's special to you. It could even be your diary. But friends are just a whole new level. My friends, there's one girl named Dehara. She's super kind, and I love her for that. And what our journey was, and I'm guessing you all have this in common. You don't talk at first, you see each other. You can just say hi and bye. That's it. And once you start getting to know them, if you're doing a group project together, you start to know them much better. You know their strengths, their weaknesses, and you help each other. And sometimes, maybe even the person you sit next to in class could be your best friend. If you see a new girl or someone who's very lonely, try talking to them or say hi even. That would make put a smile on their face, which would make you feel very special. You should treat your friends nicely and they'll treat you back nicely. And I'll end my speech from there. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Nitara, for your humble sharing about it and also mentioning one of your good friends. I thought I'll throw you a comment and also ask you what you think about it. This is from a very known author. You might have come across Helen Keller and also a publicist as well. I would rather walk with a friend in the dark than alone in the light. What is your take on this particular statement, Nitara?
For me, that means even if you're alone and you don't want to do anything in the light, your friend will give you confidence even if everyone disagrees with you.
What a beautiful remark. Thank you very much, Nitara, for joining us and giving us your valuable time. We are looking forward to catching you furthermore on our podcast series here on this live session. I'm sure you're enjoying this. Now that you have given your sharing, our humble request is for you to leave the stream browser right now and join us on Facebook or on YouTube. And please throw in your comments, post a few questions maybe to all the other speakers as well, together with their names, so that we can make this as engaging as possible. And you know what they say, all of us are just getting to know each other every day. So, regardless of who you are, whether you're family or friends, time spent is time getting to know each other. So, let's spend some time in trying to be good friends and trying to get to know each other. Thank you very much, Nitara.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, uncles, aunties, everybody who is having super duper fun on this ICP Junior podcast session. Today's discussion is about friends. I know it's just a word, but it is the world indeed. It's just a word, but it is the world. Yes, your friends make you or they break you. The people in your life make you or they break you. And what are we talking about? We are definitely talking about friends. It is important to have the right type of friends. It is important to nurture a good friendship and ability. And it's a responsibility itself. If we are expecting our friends to be like really good to us, we should be good to them as well. And that is the reason why we are discussing this topic. These podcasts are designed to help the habit of intensive listening. Yes, intensive listening. Each and every learner over here is listening very attentively. Each and every participant is listening very attentively. And we are all playing the part of being a super duper friend with our cameras on, listening to each other in order to make sure that this learning is as the best as it can get. You know something? You guys are my best friends. Reason why is because you have decided to spend time with me in a very, very productive way. In order to follow through with tonight's conversation and this evening's amazing conversation, I'd like to call in Savin Dinsara. Savin has been with us for quite some time, and Savin, please be kind enough to share with us what are your thoughts on this amazing topic, friends. Over to you, Savin.
Okay. Do you know who a true friend is? Hello everyone. Today I will be speaking about friends. Friends make our lives more and more happier and more brighter. A true friend is ready to sacrifice for the goodness of each other. A friend is a person with whom you can share all your secrets with. But always remember, everyone is not your friends. Some may pretend to be your friends and then they will let you down. The way to know if they are really your friends is if they always help you with whatever you do and always be with you whenever you're being needed. And now I'm going to talk about my friend. My friend's name is Risar, and he has two big brothers and one small sister. And his hobbies are playing basketball and playing with his brothers. And he lives in Kottawa. And like every other friend, he always helps me to complete my work. So that's my friend. Who's yours? My name is Savay Dinchar. Thank you for listening to my speech.
And my good friend is Saven Dinsara as well as his brother Chanul Kamesha. These are very, very good friends of mine. I just want to throw a comment by somebody who is watching us via our Facebook. Saven has a good coach back at home too, looks like. Indeed, I'm sure he has a very, very good friend, and they are utilizing their time in a very productive, constructive manner. It is very important to be productive and constructive among good friends. Saven, now that you have done your sharing with us and you have given us value, Saven has given us a lot of value and a lot of thinking today. I would humbly ask you to join us on our YouTube or our Facebook page and join in on the conversation together with your comments, just like the others before you. Thank you very much, Saben.
Thank you and goodbye.
Goodbye, Saben. Indeed, Saben is an amazing friend, and I'm sure all of us must have friends like Saben. It is very important to have friends like that. My dear friends who are watching us live and also participants over here, please be kind enough to keep your cameras on because this is an intensive session. Yes, let me say that word again, intensive, where your concentration is absolutely important. If you're not concentrating on the session and if you're not listening to what the conversation is all about, you might feel lost. And as friends, we do not want you to feel lost in any manner whatsoever. So please do not feel lost. Listen with attentiveness and join the conversation whenever your name is being called out. I'd like to get your attention towards the comment section and share some amazing comments. Just before we get into the next speaker, please be kind enough to keep your microphones on mute so that we do not hear any background sounds. Pay attention to your microphone as well. So, Fatima Nailufa gives us a comment that says, amazing. So well done. Thank you very much. Please, people, please be kind enough to hit a big love or a like on that particular comment who's watching us. Thank you very much for that share. Rumana Ramzi says amazing. And Salma Mohsin has thrown in a beautiful comment that says friends equal trust and guidance. That's a very heavy comment. I think we have something to talk about now as well on this particular thing. I'd like to call in Mishal, who's joining us again on our streamer, to give his views, his ideas, his thoughts about this topic, friends. Also, don't forget to put your ideas about this particular comment that says friends equals trust and guidance. What is on your mind, Mishal?
Yeah, so friends equal trust and guidance means that you trust your friends and guidance, and yeah, so you can really trust good and really esteem friends, and yeah.
So, Mishal, on the topic of friends, what else can you add to tell us? What should be a friend? Who should be a friend? What are your thoughts? Just tell us everything, Mishal. We are your friends listening to you. Go ahead.
Okay. Hello, friends. Today I'll be talking about my friend Rahul. Rahul is one of my best friends I ever had. He's really kind and thoughtful and helps me when I am in need. He isn't selfish, very kind, and also thinks about others. Thank you.
Indeed, indeed. I have a comment to throw that way from one of our previous participants, Mishal, who is Atif Aslam. The only way to have a friend is to be one, which is really realistic and very, very, very true. I think we should all be really good friends. And it's not that we have bad friends. I think it's just that we, as friends to our friends, should be the ones to add value and take the responsibility of being a better friend. Like if there is a charity that needs to be done, we encourage our friends, hey man, come on, let's do this charity and things like that. So, Michelle, your kind friend, you should join. Let him join the ICP-Junior session as well. Recommended. Are you enjoying yourself?
I couldn't hear you, sir.
Are you enjoying yourself, Michelle?
Yeah, a lot.
Super duper. A lot, super duper. So a big round of love for all our viewers. And Michelle, now that you have given your sharing, please be kind enough to join us on Facebook or YouTube and comment and throw us some questions, share some names, and make it engaging right now. Thank you very much for being here, Michelle.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. All right, my dear friends, it's time to just refresh the energy a little bit so that people who are watching us know exactly what it is that we are doing and how is it that we come about this amazing feeling of communicating, sharing with one another, and getting to know each other. It's not easy to communicate and connect and share, but it is an enduring process if we want to become an amazing communicator. So, the ICP, the Intensive Communications Program, is designed to develop concentration, whether it's children or adults. Here is a quick trailer for you to get an idea. Don't run away, stay here because we've got more speakers to share some valuable information about who and what type of friend you have got to be.
We're rolling. Excellent. Right. Be it on stage, off stage, at a boardroom meeting, in a conference, name the location, it does not really matter. If you lack communication skills, you're always going to feel uncomfortable, even if it's a one-on-one conversation with a good friend, or even facing something that is absolutely crucial, like an interview. Communication skills is the most important element that everybody is looking for. Why are they looking for good communication skills? Let's understand this. Communications connect one another. They bring you and groups of people together. They help you bring about the message that you have and what it is that you want to bring out of yourself in order for people to have faith, trust, and understand what it is that you understand differently. Communications help understand the differences and the similarities of people. Join the ICP.
Talking about the trailer that was just simply played, I asked a friend of mine, what is your opinion about the trailer and what it is that I have to say and what I have said? He very humbly looked at me and he said, Shuheb, you're very convincing, but the background music is annoying. So, friends can be very candid, they can be very straightforward, and they can help you become a better person, become more unique, become more connected, become more awesome. And they are instrumental in the development of your talent, your skill, your ability, your performance, everything good. Friends do matter. Don't ever underestimate the importance of having amazing friends. We are also, if you seek treasure, here is a comment. This is actually from Nitara Tushara Disanaika. So, if you seek treasure more valuable than gold, have a friend. So, if you want something more valuable than gold, have a friend, a good friend. Very, very important topic and something that is very important that we should all be discussing on even more in detail. I'd like to call in a friend who I have not met that much, but I know that he is here to have a good sharing. That is Akif Nisrin. Akif, it'll be great if you can share with us. Are you able to unmute your microphone, Akif?
Yes.
Go ahead, Akif.
Good
Tell us
morning
what
to
you're thinking
everyone,
about.
include respected teachers and my lovely friends. Today I'm going to put a few words on my opinions on friendship. We all, we all know that friendship is a really valuable gift for all of us. We human beings are social animals. We cannot live alone. We need people around us where we can share our ideas, talk, and be friendful. So it will be a useful solution. It's a fact that we attract towards people who we need more in our life, who listen to what we write with us share. Friendship is one such relationship where it is the highest level of trust and intimacy. It is the most valuable comfort zone where we feel a sense of being in the shade of love. There are many people out there who make friends looking at the social status and amount of money they have. People who think that can never be real friends and they will never support you in any phase of life. They are the people who will leave their friends at bad times. So we should leave those friends in our life. There isn't any point of being alone. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Hussein, for sharing your thoughts. Indeed, 100% undoubtedly, friends are meant to share, connect, and also add value. This discussion is going to be very, very important for everyone who is listening because we are definitely adding value and we are not making any hesitations in creating good value and having the right type of friends. I am a big advocate and I tell everybody listen, if you are not a good friend to someone else, what makes you think that you should have a good friend? If you are not a good one, what makes you think that you should have one? So it is a responsibility for us to be good friends as well, because having a friend is being a friend. Being a friend is to another person having a friend. Indeed. Thank you very much, Akif Nisrin, for sharing and connecting. Please be kind enough to join us on YouTube or on Facebook. Looking forward to catching you furthermore on our podcast and having this amazing share. Thank you, Akif.
Thank you.
All right. On this very, very beautiful evening, we are discussing something very important. I'd like to ask our participants to please be kind enough to keep your cameras on so that we are able to connect with one another. I'd like to bring in the conversation of Kalan Hasmita. Kalan, what are your thoughts on this very important topic? Over to you, Kalan.
Okay, thank you for having me. Friends are like a sun, they bright up our path. That friends need to be best friends with each other. If we don't, we will just sit in the corner. When I was in the second and third grade, uh, I I had a lot of friends, but when our class was split in third grade, I thought I will be alone until I went going to fifth grade. But I met a friend called Shankar. He brightened up my path to speak out with other friends to uh, make them to friends. He's uh, a good computer knower. He always helps me with my homework, uh, with my studies, like those things. He teach me about lot of computers, how to make web page, YouTube channels, like links, like those things. He's very kind. He always helps us. He don't go to fights anything. He's a good friend. He went to Australia last month. Now I'm sad, but I always keep in contact with him. Uh, Thank you for having me. I'm Kala.
Thank you very much, Kalan, for telling us how you keep in contact with your friends and how you make sure that you add value together with your friends. It is very, very important that we know who our friends are and utilizing good connections and being in good connect with our friends is also very, very important. Kalan, now that you have given your sharing with us on this amazing podcast, it will be great if you sign out of StreamYard in order to let other learners come in for them to get a spot to express themselves. And join us on YouTube and Facebook. And don't forget, give us a few comments and also a question. Mention a few names as well, and also share the post. Thank you very much, Kalan.
Thank you.
All right, it's about time that we get to listen to Anika Sampan on her idea about what she thinks that good friendship has to be. Anika, what are your thoughts? Tell us.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Anika Sampan. Today I'm going to talk about friends. Friends always support us and help us when we are troubled. Friends are always there to lend their shoulder when we need to cry. Friends always support us and love us. We can build a great friendship with anyone. Friendship requires dedication and devotion.
Friends never let you feel hesitant or sad or inferior. Friendship is one of the greatest bands everyone can ever wish for. You meet many along the way of life, but only some stay with you forever. In other words, having a true friend makes our lives easier and full of happiness. The mark of true friendship is respect. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, Anika Sampan, for that beautiful sharing. Very, very profound, very, very sweet of a share. I'd like to get everybody's attention on this topic in a more concerned manner. Anika, can I ask your opinion about this particular statement that says, a true friend accepts who you are, but also helps you become who you should be? What is your thoughts on this, Anika? I am guessing Anika is having a connectivity issue. She just fell out of the conversation. But let's ask Imad what his thoughts are on this. Imad, if you are around, please do share. Tell us what is it that you think on this particular thing.
Yeah, that means a true friend who is very close with you, um, try to support to you and helps you if you are struggling with some activities like that.
Indeed, I also felt the same thing. So, Imad, what are your thoughts on this topic of friends? What are friends? Who are friends? What should they be? What should we be like if we are friends? Please tell us, Imad.
Yeah, okay. Hello everyone. So friendship is one of the beautiful treasures that life gives us. We all have friends. A friend in need is a friend indeed. Friendship is like a rainbow between two hearts sharing colors of faith, secret, love, sadness, happiness, truth, and respect. True friends never leave us in bad times. They always motivate us and cheer us. They scold us too if we do something wrong. Good friends will always take us on the right path. It is very difficult to imagine a life without friends. Life without friends, having good friends is like a blessing. Not all are blessed with true friends. So let us be helpful for our friend and build a strong and true friendship. And now I wanted to tell about my true friend who is his name is Mahdi Asmad, and I know him since my grade 2. He was a very good friend who teaches me a lot in my studies and helps me when I am struggling with my history subject. He's very good at history, and when I am struggling with history subject, he helps me a lot. And thank you.
Indeed, you know what they say, a friend in need is a friend indeed. So, Imad is very, very lucky to have a good friend who helps him with his history subjects. A true friend accepts who you are, but also helps you become who you should be, which is quite a very, very powerful statement. And I think Imad explained that to us in a very humble manner. Thank you very much, Imad, for sharing and connecting with us on this amazing ICP Junior podcast and this discussion. You are a true friend indeed. Please be kind enough to join on YouTube and Facebook if possible, and give us your comments and your shares and stay with us till the very end of this discussion. Thank you, Iman.
Thank you. Sir. See you.
Excuse me, I can't hear you speaking because your mic is muted.
Zaid Ramzi, you are a star. You are an absolutely amazing star. You're a true friend. I didn't realize I was expressing myself with the microphone mute. All this while, I'm sure everybody could have been laughing. They'll be like, ha ha ha, he's got his microphone mute. And I was also mentioning something very important, Zaid. But since you unmute your microphone and you told me, Zaid, why don't you tell us what it means to be a good friend and what's on your mind? Over to you, Zaid.
Good evening to all of you. Today's topic is friends. When I tell that word, I feel so happy, can't you? We have many kinds of friends. Some are good, some are naughty, some are bright, and some friend we met from our childhood. We used to have fun and share things with them. Good friends always stay with us when we are in trouble. Friends make us feel joyful and also sometimes sad. But we never mind it because it's a great bond we are having with them. I got a nice friend who always stays with me from my nursery. Let me talk about my friend Danny. He is a loving and caring friend for me. I and Nani are like brothers from another mother. He comes my home to play with me and we both share lot of things each other. He always teaches me good habits and to help others. I am so happy when he is with me. I wish to be his friend in lifelong. In the same way, if we met a bad friend, our lives will go another way around. So, we should see their attitudes to know about themselves. I wish I could met more good friends like Anik. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Zaid Ramzi, for that beautiful sharing. I know I saw a lot of comments and a lot of hearts come in through. Zaid Ramzi, first of all, I believe that you're a good friend because the moment you realized I was on mute, you decided to step forward and help me. Thank you. We need more friends like you, Zaid Ramzi. And here is a comment that I just stepped across. Is a person who doesn't have a true friend is like a person without a great blessing. What do you think, Zaid, about that? Do you think that's true? Zaid, if you are expressing yourself, I think this time your microphone's on mute. Please be kind enough to unmute and tell us what you think about this statement. A person who doesn't have a true friend is like a person
Without a
without.
good friend, our life is full of boring.
Yeah, it's full of boredom. Indeed, very, very true. I hope our life is not full of boredom. Now that you have shared with us on this amazing podcast and discussion, Zaid Ramzi, please be kind enough to join us on our Facebook and we shall connect with you in a few minutes in the comment section. Thank you very much, Zaid. I know very well that there are many learners who are waiting very patiently in order to express themselves and are ready to express themselves for quite some time right now. Hamza, you are having some issues on your camera. It would be great if you could sign out and sign in again. So is Mirdad. I'm guessing your name is Mishal. Please be kind enough to reconnect your device and come back in. Some of you are having connectivity issues. And before we get into our next speaker, I want all of you all to know what is a milestone. A milestone is a particular stop of evaluation. Yes, the exercise we are doing right now requires evaluation, requires testing, requires checking to see if you are improving in your listening, to see if you're improving in your speaking, to see if you're improving in your body language and connect. But most importantly, a milestone is a self actualization point to see if all of us are getting ahead and we are making progress. Here is a quick trailer from one of our milestones.
As a coach, when you work with children, you identify newer learning patterns on how they can be taught. You put effort on talent, it becomes a skill.
My ambition is to become an army officer. The ambition gives us the direction. I think by becoming an army officer, I can do a lot to save my country. When we have a clear ambition, we can find the proper guidance.
It is not easy to achieve anything in this world without effort.
However, we must keep on our own attention to select the right decision.
It is always best to set high goals to get there.
As we are children, this is a big confusion among us.
And each and every young learner's learning pattern is different. They work on based on emotion.
Well, I would like to thank coaches and because Sandhya has got a remarkable improvement after joining this program.
Never underestimate the mind.
Thank you very much for being patient and sticking around in order to connect with us. I'd like to bring in Sesita into the discussion to see what Sesita has in mind about the importance of good friends and this particular topic as friends. Sesita, over to you.
Thank you, sir. So, friends, let's take. If you don't have a friend in school, if you got a pet, a cat or a dog, whatever, it will still be a friend. But suddenly you get a friend in school. Do not release the pet you got as a good friend. Keep it as your better friend than anyone else. But do not lose the trust in that pet you got. Keep in touch with the friend you had first. Do not give the first place for the second friend. Give the first place for the first friend, and give the more attention to the first friend if he's sick or if he's sad. But you feel sad and you get like low marks for the test. A pet gives you more I won't tell like pet gives more emotions than a friend, but a pet is a friend like still you got. I don't have a pet. I just have a friend, a human being. His name is Tarana. He's a tiny guy who's like up to my shoulder. He's a good cricketer and he plays cricket in my school. And from nursery we met by I was like crying and he just came out of nowhere and he took me to the toilet, wiped my tears and took me to the class. I every day sat with him, but we splitted from class to this year. But in grade one we were in the same class. Still, we had a loyal bond to each other. He's my best friend. That's all I gotta say about a good friend.
Thank you very much, Sesita, for sharing us. If you don't mind, what is the name of your friend one more time?
Tarana Maharasi.
I hope we all have friends like Tarana because Tarana is a very caring person. Tarana is an empathetic person, and I'm sure Tarana is a person who you would like to have in your life till life is no more.
Yeah, the grave.
Agree, right. Thank you very much, Sesita, for sharing this humble story of yours and also connecting and also your sense of humor, my dear friend. I really appreciate your sense of humor. Just because you have a friend, don't forget your pet. Take care of your pet as well. That's very, very true, Sesita. Sesita, I want to ask your opinion about this particular quote. What do you think about it, Sesita? A good friend knows all your stories. A best friend helps you create them. What is on your mind about this?
Like this. Um, a pet can't talk, but it listens to your emotions, your feelings, and it helps you get more uh, like joyful. But a friend that create them, like help you and let you do everything what you like. He creates everything to do. So that's in my opinion.
Thank you very much, Jessica, for sharing. Now that you've given your sharing, please be kind enough to leave the streamer and join us via Facebook or YouTube. And don't forget to give us some comments, Jessica, coming week as well. Thank you. Alrighty. Up next, we have a few more learners to share their learnings and also give their opinions about friends. Friends is very, very important. Don't ever underestimate the importance of having good friends. To join me in this conversation, I would like Harun to express himself on what he thinks about this topic. Over to you, Harun. Dear Harun, I'm not sure if we are getting an audio feedback from you. I would like you to recheck your microphones even though you have unmute. In the meantime, I'd like to pull over to Isha Sharoz. Isha Sharoz, what is your thoughts on this important topic? Isa, are you speaking to us? Am I having an audio problem? Usman Ramzi, would you be kind enough to unmute your microphone and let's see if I'm having an audio problem?
Yes, sir.
All right, that's good. So I'm not having an issue. Isa, I'm unable to hear you. Maybe you are having an audio problem. Usman Ramzi, please share with us your thoughts on this topic. Over to you.
Friendship. It is one of the beautiful treasures that life can give us. It is actually a divine relation, which is very different from blood relations. They make our lives joyful and also meaningful. The bond between two individuals will actually become stronger when time goes on. So, having good friends is a blessing, but not all are blessed with good friends. Friendship requires a lot of honesty, truth, and understanding between two people. They actually do not leave us on bad times, and they are always here to motivate us and cheer us. And they even look out for each other. Good friends lead us to the correct path. Everyone has many friends, and some are very close to them. We share all our moods with them. So, you all know, we cannot even imagine life without friends, and it is actually very difficult for us to come across a true friendship. We share all our moods and secrets with them, and they play a very important part in our life. So we should appreciate it. It is actually like a rainbow, and true friendship is a blessing for everyone. But sometimes we might have a friend who is with from us from our childhood. I too have a friend called Ryan. He always stands my back. When I'm down, he always tries to raise my mood up and motivates me as needed. I wish he would be my everlasting friend throughout my life.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Usman Ramzi, for expressing yourself on this topic. Indeed, I strongly believe that some friends we are definitely going to miss. And I also want to throw a comment that I got. This is my opinion about my statement is right. A true friend always knows your strengths and weaknesses and always will help you reflect reflectify reflectify your weaknesses and improve yourself to become a better person. Indeed, it's very, very true. And this comment is, I am from Anika Sampan. My opinion about my statement is right, and she is expressing who she is. What do you think, Usman? Do you think that's true?
Yes.
Indeed. Thank you very much for joining us on the streamer. Please join on the Facebook or YouTube and join in with the comments as well by the time we listen to Isa Shiroz. Thank you very much, Usman.
Thank
Isa
you.
Shiroz, what is your thoughts about this important topic, friends? Do you have good friends? Do you think we are good friends? What's your thoughts?
Yeah. So, am I audible, by the way?
Yes, you are loud and clear. Welcome back.
Okay, so a friend is there not only for you physically, but it's all also there mentally, and that's why it's very hard to find a good friend. And when you find that friend, you have to hold on to them and perish them. If you just take advantage of them and let them take advantage of you, that is something that is not something you can call friendship. Friendship is something you can look forward in life. A friend is a person who celebrates you in your wins and feels sad for you in a phase of loss. But a fake friend will always feel jealous when you win and feel happy when you are sad. The difference between friends and best friends are that when you are that for friends you have to be someone you are not, and that's the only way they will accept you. But for best friends you can be yourself and they will take you for who you are. uh, for friend with friends, when you fight with them you just make up and forget about it, but with best friends you fight and after that you laugh at the reason you fought about. A friend is a person who you can share your secret with, but a best friend is a person who you can share your deepest of secrets with. So I'll tell you one a story for an example. So this was my first week of school, and now I was, and but there was this one kid who looked very very intimidating to me. So I wanted nothing to do with him. Well, that was until I found out he has a toy that I thought was so cool. It was a transformer car, and that toy was the thing that every kid wanted as a 5-year-old. So I also wanted it. But he still looked like that kid that you wouldn't want to mess with. So it took me some courage, but finally I came up to him and asked him, "Hi, I like your toy." And now he said something I did not expect. He said in in a nice and polite manner, "I like your one as well." And not just these few words, but also the way he said it changed my whole perspective towards him. And then I asked, "Can I play with it?" And he said, "Okay, but can I play with your one?" And I was like, "Okay." And then we both were playing with each other's toys until the teacher came, and then we knew that we had to put our toys away. So I ran to his seat and we exchanged toys one more time. And then for about a week, we both just traded toys and started playing. And then I grew quite close to him. And now fast forward today, he has become my best friend. So and his name is Arib. So the moral of the story is don't judge a book by its cover. But before I end my speech, I would like to talk about one more person. And this boy was the boy who I was holding his hand in the opening ceremony of school because I was that one kid who never wanted to leave his parents and was so nervous and scared. But you're probably wondering what made me feel so comfortable with this kid. Well, we both had met a few years before our school because, unlike Arif, he and my father were cousins. And whenever his father came to visit my father, we both would play toys. So once he came and we both were playing, and then after we finished playing, he shared to me a story about his toys, and I was very fascinated. And now for today, until today, we both have grown to become best friends. And now me, Atid, and Arib have become three best friends. So I think it's safe to say that you make a lot of friends in your life, but only a few will be special. So hope you
Indeed.
enjoyed my speech. Without further ado, I'd like to end my speech. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Isa Shiroz, for sharing and giving us a very detailed story about how good friendships are being made. Looking forward to catching you on YouTube with your comments and your suggestions while we listen to Mirdad. Mirdad, what are your thoughts on this topic, Mirdad? Do you have friends? Mirdad, please be kind enough to unmute your microphone when you're expressing yourself.
Yes, I have friends.
How many friends do you have?
Two best friends.
Interesting, very, very good. I'm very happy to know. Mirdad, do you like your friends?
Yes,
Okay, why do you like them?
because they will play in the winter time with me and they
Because they're
will
very supportive and give you company, yes?
yes,
Interesting, very good, Mirdad. Mirdad, can I be your friend?
okay,
Okay, thank you very much. I think we will make good friends because we will share and connect with each other in a very meaningful way, and we'll be able to add value. We'll be able to do amazing projects together. We'll be able to make the world a better place. What do you say, Mirdad?
yes,
Yes, super duper. Thank you very much, Mirdad, for joining us. Looking forward to catching you again. Yes?
yes.
Super duper. All right, Harun, very sorry for keeping you waiting to express yourself, but Harun, tell us what are your thoughts on this topic?
Thank you, sir. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, Harun.
Hi, everyone. It is nice to meet you. My name is Harun, and I'm here to talk about friends. Friendship is the most valuable and precious bond in our lives. As human beings, we are meant to make friends easily because we are meant for living together as a group. Friendship comes with its own baggage of good and bad. It is with our friend that we can show our feelings which would otherwise cannot be shared with our family. The only memories that we have of our school and college is that of our friend, that that the good time we had and the good time we had. You can't choose your family, but you can choose your friend. So choose them wisely. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Harun, for that share. Indeed, we'll have to choose our friends very, very wisely, and I hope we are not at fault or stake in that particular manner. I want to know if Hamza is around. And Hamza, are you able to come on camera? Okay, I think Hamza is having some issues. Thank you very much, Harun, Mirdad, and Hamza for joining me and also the other ICP Junior learners on this amazing episode of a podcast, a streamer, and this is a wonderful experience for young learners, including adults. Now, learning is fun. Learning must be fun. Learning has to be fun. If learning is not fun, it's not learning. It's not learning. At Pufferfish on the ICP Junior platform, we strive to make learning amazing. We strive to make sure that the learners are connecting, communicating, engaging, sharing, evaluating with one another, creating value for each other, and of course, nurturing the right type of personalities into becoming dynamic young leaders. And friendship is part and parcel of growth. No friends is a big problem. Too much friends can only be a problem if you don't have the right ones. But there is no such a thing as too many friends, and there's no such a thing as too many bad friends. But there is such a thing as, are you the right type of friend? Here is a comment from one of our viewers that says, a wonderful live stream. Thank you very much, Fatima Nilufa, for joining us and having the patience till the very end. Please don't run away, take a look at the trailer. And if you're interested in joining the ICP Junior platform for you, if you're a youngster, if you're an adult, it is the ICP platform. That is the Intensive Communications Programs. Yes, indeed, we work with both industries, pedagogy and andragogy. It was interesting to see the kids with their opinions. Yes, indeed, Rumana Ramzi, thank you very much for your share. Please throw in your comments, and if there's any questions, please put it in while we take a look at this quick trailer to know what else Pufferfish is actually into. We are here at the Jetwing Blue to conduct a training program for numerics on communications, leadership, teamwork, and self-motivation. Myself and Anderson are taking lead. Abdul Rahman, Shadir, and Shabran are here in order to take care of the rest of it. What's up, everybody on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, wherever this is going on right now? Remember, at Pufferfish, we are all about creating value. We are all about making sure that we are giving value to your time. So even if it's a training session or if it's a rehearsal session or a milestone session, it is always amazing to have people listening, connecting, communicating, engaging, sharing, and most importantly, caring. So if you care about the effort that the youngsters did and everybody else is doing, don't hesitate to hit that love button, share it, and make sure everybody is having a world filled with amazing friends, love, and care. Signing out, my name is Shoaib Ali. Looking forward to catching you again whenever we see you again. Much love, take care, bless you all. Get out of here.